of the Masters. Excited?
I certainly am, yeah. I think, you know, if I keep enjoying myself like I have been doing, I think I've got a great chance.
We've seen in your opening couple of games that it all seems to be there. You've been getting better as the matches have gone on.
Yeah, I think I've got started, you know, started a little bit quicker. I think I'm doing the business at the latter part of the match, where I've got to start doing it at the beginning of the match and latter part.
Michael, final session, looking to retain your Masters title. Play like you have already, is that going to be enough to win it, do you think?
You never know what's going to happen later on in the tournament. This is going to be the second game for the day, and some people get tired or get a bit not concentrated as much as they did before, and you just need to try and do your best constantly, and you have to perform well against the boys who are still left in the tournament if I want to retain this title. And I feel good, and I think there's a lot more in the tank, but I need to show it later on, and that's the thing, what's the most important.
You know, a few years ago, before you won your world titles, you were a sort of underdog compared to the likes of Phil.
Yeah, of course.
But then, having won those worlds, you're often a favourite going into games. Is it quite refreshing to think of yourself as a challenger now?
To be honest, regarding odds in that, I don't really care. I've always said, you know, if I'm playing well and I know I'm playing well, I'll go up there and do a good job. If I'm not, and you know, I know I'm not playing too well, I'll go up there and struggle.
What would it mean to you to kick off the year by winning the Masters title, one you've not won before?
Yeah, it's massive. You know, I lost in the final a couple of years ago to Phil. To be honest, I wasn't very well at all. I had flu as well and then got to the final, so that shocked me in itself. But it's, you know, it's the beginning of the year, and forget off a great start. This is the one to win.
The ability to conserve your energy and be able to produce at the right moments, is that something you've had to learn over the last few years as you picked up all these titles?
Yeah, of course, you need to learn how to perform well at the right moments. I think James is a fantastic guy who did it already for years, just did the right things at the right moment with his ability. He's not a huge scorer or anything, but he always did enough, and I just want to try to outscore and finish anyone who's in the tournament and who I'm going to play. But it's always easy to say, but you also have to do it on the main stage, and that's the difficult part. But I feel good and I feel fresh, and I'm up in another semi-final, and we're going to see what happens in a minute.
Well, Michael booted, and really looking forward to this, Jacko. You have to say, Gary Anderson, Alan and I just talking. 4 fantastic finishes to win those last 4 legs against Phil Taylor, and we reckon that Adrian Lewis is going to have to finish around 55–60% to challenge Michael van Gerwen in this semi-final. It's been 3.5 years since Lewis has beaten van Gerwen in a knockout event, in a big TV knockout event, and the way that van Gerwen has been playing, he will take some beating. Pushed at the start by Whitlock, pushed at the start by Sulovic, but he put his foot to the pedal. Adrian Lewis, well, signs, you were saying, Alan, that he's looking good again, he's looking confident, and more importantly, looking very comfortable.
Yeah, Lewis showing some great form, 2 ton-plus averages in his first 2 wins, and of course a champion in his own right. But MVG, as we all see, he's a step above the rest at the moment. The current world champion, world #1, is looking for his 3rd consecutive Masters and looking to start the season with yet another title.
130. Just commentating with Chris Mason on that match with Menchior Sulovic this afternoon, and you know, he was averaging 105, 106 at the end, but it just looked so easy. Very, very comfortable, and you know, I think if pushed, he could have added 10 60 points to that.
Well, we always say, Stuart, sometimes half the battle is just feeling comfortable up there, then you can produce your best darts. Michael van Gerwen's like that now, Gary Anderson's the same, even Phil Taylor, Adrian at times. They're all great players on the day, but when you've just got that little bit extra, it does make such a difference, and it can sometimes just be one dart. It's who can do it at the time.
Well, he may switch here. That was a block of darts on the treble 20 for Adrian.
84.
Found his big treble in the end. Quiet start.
Well, we get asked so often, and quite rightly so, what do players have to do to beat him? Well, they have to play their A game plus all the way through the match.
99.
And that's just to give himself a chance.
108.
We're looking for treble 16 to leave top, so
52.
a chance here, you know, for Lewis in the opening leg. Against the darts, he's going to get one shot, one dart at tops.
98.
Chances he has to take.
Michael, you require 56.
Well, that miss can make the difference between 1-0 up and 1-0 down. Tops of Van Gerwen, one dart left. Oh, he misses as well. So Lewis,
20.
another visit to take the first leg against the throw. Still got to get it though. Still got to get it. One left.
10.
Oh, long way off there from
Michael,
Adrian.
you
Nervous
require
start
10.
on the double from both players.
Well, they both had 18 darts. A real surprise. Well, that's incredible.
No
To be
score.
fair, there were three really well thrown darts. Van Gerwen's missed 5. Lewis has
You
missed so
require
far
10.
4.
One for double 2. To tidy up the leg.
6.
No, neither player wants it, Stuart.
Michael,
And
you
sometimes
require
these
10.
early legs can make such a difference
Well,
when the
it's-
game progresses.
And it's now really, really important. Van Gerwen, you feel, has
first.
pinched that.
Game
All
on.
he's done is hold his own throw. But if Adrian Lewis is going to challenge and beat Michael Van Gerwen, those were the
100.
legs. Are the legs he has to win. But 6 missed darts to break throw in the opening leg of the match.
Well, you can't afford to do that at any
82.
point. But certainly doing it at the start, because it gives you so much negativity in the back of your mind. The next time you're throwing for a double, should be experienced enough
100.
to get rid of that, but it's very difficult at times, especially when you've had 6 darts, not just 1 or 2.
177.
Well, off and running, a 177. Van Gerwen now putting down a marker in this second leg. Are we going to see a repeat of
140.
this year's World Championship final, Anderson and Van Gerwen, or last year's World Championship final, Anderson and Lewis?
83. Adrian, you require 161.
And Van Gerwen hasn't left a finish. Lewis should leave something
87.
reasonably handy. Double 17, we'll leave double 16.
93. Adrian, you require 74.
One dart again at tops.
34. Michael, you require 66.
Yet to hit a double.
Didn't feel that that dart was thrown with any confidence. Will he pay the price?
Game shot.
There you have
second
it.
leg.
Van
Michael
Gerwen breaks, doubles his lead.
Third leg, Michael, to throw
Again, a
first.
costly miss for
Game on.
Adrian Lewis.
Well, you can sometimes excuse one dart, but it can change the match. But that first leg really
140.
has put him on the back foot from the word go.
Well, you're absolutely spot on. And the other thing is that Van Gerwen has now settled into the game, hasn't he?
83.
Lewis has allowed him to do that. Adrian, last win over Van Gerwen in a major TV knockout
42.
tournament, the Grand Slam in 2013. But it's been a fair while.
92.
Could probably say that with quite a few players as well, couldn't you?
His TV record is phenomenal, isn't it?
99.
35 consecutive wins in the big TV tournaments. Since losing to Taylor in the Champions League final in September in Cardiff.
57.
At the moment, nothing from Adrian to suggest that he's going to upset Van Gerwen here.
140.
Well, he'll be mad, he'll be angry. But all he's got to try and do is try and dig in.
140.
Get a leg or two on the board.
80.
Not get too far behind early. Could be 3-0 here,
Shot in
and
the third
3-0
leg.
it is.
Michael again, forcing Adrian to throw first.
Well, critical leg of darts now. Lewis has to win it.
140.
It's not easy when you're
60.
chasing any player, Stuart. When you're chasing Michael van Gerwen, it's even tougher. So many legs, you may only get 9 or 12 darts at the board. On a very
140.
high percentage basis as well.
Well, dominating this leg after missing darts to win the opening 2.
134. $123.
Yeah, much better. Left 98 after 9, Adrian.
Yeah, much better leg.
140. Adrian, you
Obviously he needs to win the
98.
leg, but importantly for him, for the rest of the match, he needs to take it out clinically. Double 12, this will help.
74.
Again, not to
Michael
be.
Yukon, 167.
8 darts he's missed at double. Oh, this will be incredible.
142.
But Adrian couldn't look.
24.
Oh, again, on the wire, so unlucky. Well, great last dart from Adrian Lewis. He really needed that one, just to settle him down. If he'd have missed that one, it really would have been
100.
not curtains, but it certainly would have been half drawn.
Well, you would think it would be very difficult for anyone to come back from 4-0 against
43.
Michael van Gerwen. We know Lewis has the quality, he has the game. That will settle him down. Doesn't matter how he did it, but he won the leg.
125.
Been a terrific 3 days, you know. The standard has been exceptional when you consider that most of them haven't really picked up a dart in anger for 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, the amount of maximums on day one smashed the record, didn't it, by about 25 or something? Incredible start on day one. Almost come to expect it from the top 16 players. There's no easy game, so you're almost going to get the quality all the way through.
It's a great way to start the season, isn't it? Yeah, 96 180s
100.
in the first round.
$22.
Poor visit
Michael
there
Yukon,
from
76.
Lewis. Scoring boots still in the hotel room. But he's missed a big 16.
Yeah, I'll tell you
No
what,
drama. He'd be
no-
mad at himself,
44.
because that's the way he plays.
No drama, but you don't see that. That's a rarity. You very rarely see Michael van Gerwen with an error like that.
96. Michael Yukon,
Shouldn't
32.
matter.
Okay,
Yeah, and
Charles
it doesn't
Lefebvre,
matter. And the
Michael
defending
Yukon.
Masters champion in total control here. Adrian Lewis, I think, has got to dust himself down and come back and start firing. He's got to challenge and put pressure on van Gerwen. Otherwise, the world champion is going to run away with this. First to 11 to play Gary Anderson in the Masters final. Michael van Gerwen leads 4-1. Van Gerwen in the opening leg missed another dart to win the second and has paid a heavy price so far.
80.
He almost looks a little bit lethargic at the moment, but sometimes when you start hitting the big scores or big finishes, it does waken you up. That'll certainly wake up Michael. He's woken up the crowd. Can Lewis respond?
140.
Good return.
$57.
Yeah, a bit scrappy, isn't it, from both of them, to be fair.
But we talk about so often, Stuart, how well is Lewis looking for his maximum, and he gets it. We talk so often about how well Michael van Gerwen plays and the visits that you get to the board are very limited. That was a big opportunity for Adrian Lewis in that first session there, and lost it 4-1.
Double 12 then for Adrian.
89. Michael Yukon, 130.
Well, this would hurt Lewis, that's for sure. Well, just because he could to leave 29. Not sure that's what he was trying to do. It matters not. An important double for Lewis. It's an important hold after the break. 4-2.
Well, he's just got to take any leg that he can,
135.
and then hope as soon as possible that his purple patch will happen, and he'll start with his scoring that we're so used to seeing him do. And just that little bit of spark in his game, because he's just going through the motions at the moment. Playing well at times, but not all the way through the leg.
100. $133. 96.
Van Gerwen hasn't been at his best either, has he? But
may go for 18s with a second, yeah. Treble 20 will leave 170. Still fishing away.
56.
a chance here for Lewis. 140.
Checking his score.
100.
140 would have helped better, but Tun's okay. May give him a shot if Van Gerwen misses. Tops with his third dart.
74.
The opportunity arises. Can he take it?
$54.
A disappointing visit.
40.
Tops for Van Gerwen.
Game short to the seventh.
So 5-2, Michael Van Gerwen. The crowd strangely quiet as well.
96.
Well, Adrian Lewis, the quality that we know he has, the position he's in at the moment, he's probably trying a little bit too hard, in the sense that he knows he's not playing that well,
58.
and he's missed a few opportunities, and he's really trying to dig himself in here. That's still just that one breakdown,
100.
despite the scoreline being 5-2.
But in effect, what it does mean, because Van Gerwen has the throw at the start, is that you're going to have to break him
140.
at least twice.
I think he just needs to start taking leg by leg, take what he can until
43.
it can spark into life.
Magnificent. He just makes it look so very, very easy. Van Gerwen's been quiet, and then all of a sudden, three fantastic darts.
81. Michael, you've got 132.
That's what he's capable of.
$96.
And that 1-7-1 completely changing the complexion of the leg. And this could be a big blow for Adrian Lewis.
42. Michael, you require 36.
Almost gave up the leg there. Oh, don't know where that one was going.
He got there in the end, but it's another break of throw. It's 6-2, and
Michael to throw
Adrian
first.
Lewis, you feel at the moment, is powerless to do much about this.
As Van Gerwen increases the pain for Lewis. Only his second maximum. He's had a 1-7-1 and a 1-7-7. He's doing his bit, despite not being on top form. But this would raise the roof. Raise the roof indeed, Mr. Pike.
We've had 49 televised 9 darters. Never won at the Masters. Van Gerwen's come close.
65.
It's almost one of the moments that the game needed to spark into life. Van Gerwen's playing okay, Aidan yet really
60.
to get going,
Michael, you've got
but that certainly
76.
would have lifted the roof. Oh, it's just checking. Double 4.
68.
Didn't quite know what to do there, Van Gerwen, didn't he? But he's back for double 4.
99. Michael, you require 8.
Well, he knew what to do there. Straight into double four.
Game on.
Getting closer and closer, and at this moment in time, Adrian Lewis is almost powerless to stop him.
100.
Only averaging in the late 80s.
100.
Disappointment for Lewis. I mean, he played so well this afternoon, averaging 105 in the quarterfinals, and
100.
we know what a fabulous player he is, but I mean,
Well,
this is
80.
against a Van Gerwen who isn't really playing that well either.
104, 102 for Lewis in the first two matches. Only 87 in this one, so that tells a story. Sometimes statistics can lie, but I don't think it does on this occasion.
Well, you mentioned, didn't you, right at the start, that first leg was, for many reasons, was so very, very important.
33.
Having carved out the opportunity to break Van Gerwen, Lewis failed to take it.
Fill it up, 80. That'll do nicely. We need a bit more. Back comes MVG. Anything you can do?
Well done, Adrian Lewis, hanging on in there. He still has it all to do. The Masters, first of all. Gary Anderson in the final.
96.
At the moment, it looks like being a repeat of that World Championship final, unless Lewis can find something extra special.
45.
But it looks unlikely, you have to say, Alan.
Well, it's true to say that Michael Van Gerwen is really only in second gear.
140.
Lewis is in third or fourth at the moment. He's had some moments, but not enough.
46.
That first leg certainly was a catalyst, put him on the back foot. Since then,
133.
struggled along.
Well, his scoring has just been below par. He'll be the first to admit that. An ironic look on his face there. So he hits a 140, but an 88 average for Adrian. Bullseye. Well, you just knew he was going to go for it, even though Lewis was on at 270. Couldn't help himself. Why not?
Well, there we go, AD. 140, followed by a maximum. And it's given him an opportunity.
Well, it has. He's hit 140, 180. And from nowhere, a chance to win this leg. Bullseye for Lewis.
65. Mikey requires 16.
Can't see him missing again. Well,
No score.
you would not believe that. 5 missed starts from Michael Van Gerwen. And Adrian Lewis here was so far behind in the leg. I mean, he's pinched it now. How important could that prove to be? He was back on 270 as Van Gerwen had a dart at the ball for 132.
Will it get him moving? All he has to be thinking here is dig deep and try and win me throw here.
59.
I could have ground myself back into the game.
59.
Both only starting with 59. Good second one after the first loose one.
83.
83. Not the scoring he would desire.
93.
Strange how it goes sometimes. Everybody was expecting some explosive scoring and big finishing.
80.
It just hasn't happened for either player.
Michael hasn't had to do too much, has he, to be
139.
7-4 ahead. Can you leave a finish after these three? You can see the look on Adrian's face. He's very frustrated with himself.
100. $94.
Well, leaves a finish, but still some work to do.
$99. Michael, you require 116.
Looking at 19s here. So a chance for Lewis to win another one. And
42.
Michael van Gerwen, you know, the last couple of legs, they looked tired darts, didn't they?
Yeah, some sloppy darts, certainly. 20 for Tops. Tops to pull within 2 legs. Oh, that's better. Well, he didn't get too excited about it because he knows he's been struggling along in this match. But he'll start to feel a whole lot better the closer he gets to Van Gerwen. Was 7-2 down.
63.
Well, a touch unlucky there with the bounce out, Adrian Lewis.
140.
2 140s from Van Gerwen. That's better, but again, another sloppy dart from Adrian.
44.
Just not had that consistent scoring.
Back in the groove, Michael van Gerwen. 5 180s for the world champion. Adrian Lewis
57. Michael,
reached the
you require
final of the
41.
very first Masters, you may remember. Lost to Phil Taylor. And Michael
It's
van
on to the
Gerwen
13
looking to make it
leg.
3
Michael van
on the
Gerwen,
spin. That was much more like it.
first.
Yeah, much better leg after a couple of sloppy ones from his point of view.
100.
Looks like he's woken up.
Crisis over. What crisis? He lost 3 consecutive legs, but still very much in control.
Looks like it's touching.
100.
Yep, as confirmed by George Noble.
$93. $140.
This is better. May go for 18 to the last one. No, stayed there.
140. And you got 161. $87. Might you require 88.
Oh, Van Gerwen looking at another one here. Double 14. Double 7. Oh, good dart from Michael van Gerwen.
Michael van Gerwen.
It looks like any thoughts of an Adrian Lewis comeback have very quickly been snuffed out
Game on.
by the Dutchman.
Yeah, that was his challenge in the match, wasn't it? Because he had been a little bit lethargic for 2 or 3 legs. But
140.
started with a heavy scoring again.
83.
101 average plays, 87, 88. Adrian Lewis isn't going to beat Michael van Gerwen with numbers like that.
100.
So Michael's not been at his best, but still in the 100 average mark.
140.
Looks like he wants to get the job done. Last 3 legs, 3 maximums.
59. Might be require 81.
$149 maximums over the 3 days of this Masters.
41.
Well, should go for it really. There we are, 150.
40.
Well, last dart in hand. More frustration for Adrian Lewis. Michael van Gerwen far from his best, but still averaging 100, you know. 11 to go through to the final against Anderson.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to be too critical because he has played pretty well in the tournament so far, Adrian, in the first 2 matches. It just hasn't happened in this semi-final. It's Michael van Gerwen. It's number 8.
121.
Well, significantly for Van Gerwen, you know, he saw Lewis win 3 legs on the spin to get to within 2. And Michael van Gerwen, for the second time in this match, is on a 9-dart finish.
What a way it would be to win the match. Crowd are anticipating. It's this first dart. Oh, not in.
44.
It's all about winning the match. He's left 100. A little wry smile, and even Adrian Lewis seeing the funny side, but Lewis will dust himself down,
95.
I'm sure.
Michael, you're on 100.
Yep, another one of those for the match, and Michael van Gerwen completes a convincing victory, and Van Gerwen goes through to the final to take on Gary Anderson. We will have a repeat of the World Championship final, the world number 1 against the world number 2.
Yeah, certainly a good one to watch. Adrian Lewis very disappointed with his performance in that semi-final. From the word go, missed those darts at double in the first leg, and then after that really couldn't get himself into the match. Van Gerwen strolls away with it in the end, and we've got a fantastic final to look forward to. The world number 1 and world number 2.
36 consecutive televised victories now for Michael van Gerwen. The final is coming up in about 20 minutes here on ITV4. Don't go anywhere. Michael van Gerwen against Gary Anderson.